Hello, Scentsy family. I am Andy Teeter. I'm a superstar director, and I am here because I am going to talk to you guys about encouraging and recognizing your teams and how it's important and why it's important. First, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Again, I'm Andy Teeter. My husband just retired from the Coast Guard, and we are actually here in the Florida Keys living. And I love to go boating. I love to travel. That's why I'm here with Scentsy, because they send me on these cool trips. I love to camp, and I also have anxiety and panic, which I'm going to talk to you guys about in a little bit. But I know some of you guys are wondering right now, why am I wearing a hat backwards? And here's why. So I started to get ready, and I was gonna wear like some cute shirt, and I did my makeup, as you can see, and I did my hair, and I started to get dressed and put on something, and I was having a hard time, and I was like, this is just not comfortable. And then I started to think to myself, why am I doing this when most of you guys, um, you're just like me, and this is me. Sometimes I wear my hat backwards, and sometimes I cuss too much, and sometimes I'm just really imperfect. And I threw my hat backwards, and I kept on the t-shirt I had on, and you know, I wasn't about to take all my makeup off, so I just kept it on. But I wanted to do this to show you guys that Scentsy is not a one size fits all. And you can be really successful in this business. And matter of fact, a lot of your success comes from you just being you. Because when you're being you, your team can relate to that. Your customers can relate to that. The people around you are drawn to you because of your authenticity. That's one of our key values at Scentsy. You may see me wearing my hat backwards going on that stage at reunion. You may see me wearing a dress, and you may see me wearing a pair of ripped up jeans. I don't know. But what I do know is whatever I do, I will feel comfortable doing it. And my job as a leader with Scentsy is to let you know that it's okay for you to be you, and you don't have to look like any one of us to succeed, or look a certain way or act a certain way to succeed. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about why growing a team is good. So we want to start there, right? So some of you guys are watching this and maybe prepping for notes for your future because you have not built a team. Well, I'd like to remind you guys that I started with a team of one as well. 9 years ago, I started Scentsy, and I started in a small town where I didn't know anybody. We were broke. I couldn't afford a lot of stock. Matter of fact, there was way more consultants then than there is now. The list went on and on. My family didn't support me. I could have just quit, right? I didn't hit shooting star. Um, yeah, I know I shouldn't tell people that because you should always aim for shooting star, and I'm not saying don't aim for it, but I didn't hit it. And here's the thing. After I didn't hit it, I had a choice. I was like, you know what? I could just be mediocre like I am at everything else, or I could really give this a go because my family really could use this money, and I really want to stay home with my son. And if I don't make this happen, it is no one's fault but mine. Not my sponsor's fault, not my friends and family that weren't ordering. It was no one's fault but my own. So I got to work, and I started recruiting, and I started selling, and I hit lead consultant that month. And what I found was at a lead and a star consultant, you start to see a little bit of a bonus. And I remember being like, you know what? Oh my gosh, like this is not enough money. I need more money than this. So I upped my PRV because I knew I could control that. So I upped my PRV, and I started to see my checks get bigger. And my bonuses started to get bigger and bigger as I went from star to superstar consultant. And I thought, you know what? Maybe there's something in this. Um, so I kept going, and I kept recruiting, and I kept selling my 2,000 a month and recruiting 1 to 5 people a month consistently every single month. And I was training the people that wanted to do that on my team to do that as well. And you see what happened. I just kept going and I never gave up, guys. There's no difference between you and me. The only difference is between me and someone else that didn't make Scentsy a success is that they quit. They quit trying. They gave up on themselves. And I am here to train you today because I don't want you to do that. So, I also want to remind you when we're talking about just one person can change your whole business. Whole business can change. And I'm going to give you an example of that. So 3 out of 10 people really, really, really work their business. Okay? The other people, no matter what you do, you're not going to force them to work their business, and that is okay. Not everybody is cut out for this type of business, and no matter how much you cheer them on or recognize you, it's just not going to happen because it is easy to join and it's easy to quit. And that is why people will come and go, and it's not your fault, so quit blaming yourself. So, there is a director that is on my front line, and she is one of my friends, has become a friend because of Scentsy. And I want to tell a little story because I know some of you guys can relate to this. So, talking about just one person can change your whole business. She was having problems hitting director numbers. She was struggling. She was recruiting and doing all the right things for 6 to 8 months. 9 months came around. She was like, Andy, I'm doing all the right things. I don't understand. It's getting frustrating. I'm like, just keep doing them. Trust me. Your time might be 1 month into this, 3 months into this, 6 months into this, a year into this. But if you keep doing these things consistently and persistently, good stuff starts to happen. But I can't tell you when. I can tell you it will. And that is what happened with her. She was getting frustrated, and then all of a sudden, she had somebody join that was on fire. That person then ended up recruiting someone that was on fire. That person went to Star Consultant. She recruited somebody else that went to Star Consultant. And then guess what? That one person changed her business enough that she was going from not hitting director numbers consistently to hitting director numbers. Now she can love and nurture on that team and continue to grow because she knows now and she has the confidence and courage to move forward and knows that it's going to be okay because she knows now that one person can change her whole business, and that person might not work out either. They might hit Star Consultant and they might fall off the tracks, and that's not your fault. But if you keep recruiting, those people keep coming along and keep you moving forward. If they are hitting their goals, that naturally means that you are going to hit yours. No need to tell them, we're not hitting numbers this month as a team, you need to step it up. No need to do that. We're going to talk about what you do need to do, though. Okay, I'm going to go over these things because this is how I run my business, and I was asked to speak on how I run my business. And I like to do free recognition. Number one, because it's easy, it's duplicatable, anybody can do it, so I can train my team to do this for their teams as well. And again, it doesn't cost money. If you have other things that you do that work well, that do cost money, awesome, keep doing them. That's amazing, and train on it because somebody will relate to that and somebody will do that too. So I want you guys to know I am not just telling you if you do this, you're going to have a huge success. You have to play around with things yourself and see what will give you success. So, number one, every single month at the end of the month, so before the first, I will print out my front line is about 200 people. So I will print out my frontline list, and I will print it out so I'll do an Excel document, and I will print it out and sort them from who sold the most in that month to who sold the least, and then who recruited the most to the least. Now, why I do that is because I want to reach out on the first to all of those people first who were active in their business, recruiting and selling, because I want to catch them from the get-go so they get excited and they want to do it again. But everyone is going to hear from me at some point. Now, for those people that maybe put in $200 every few months, I don't message them about Scentsy, cheering them on because there's nothing to really cheer on, right? Let's be real. I mean, what am I going to cheer on? Congratulations, you put in $10 order in the past 4 months, like Scentsy's not also what I want it to be. It's not that for everybody else. But I can't congratulate them on something that I just can't congratulate them on. So what will I do? I will just say, hi, how you doing? Send them a cute video on Facebook Messenger or a GIF or, hey, I just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. Or, hey, I saw that you slipped on a banana peel the other day and broke your leg. I'm sorry about that. Like, hope you're feeling better. Something like that to let them know, because if they feel special and valued, then it might push them to work their business one day, because you never know what is going to happen in someone's life. Someone could lose their job and Scentsy could become their only hope. I saw something on, I think it was a world tour video, where the girl actually joined Scentsy and she lost her job the next month because COVID hit and she had no other choice, right? She had to make things work. So what happened was she, sorry guys, I got something in my throat and I don't know. And this is the great thing. I am not editing any of this out. So again, why? Because I want to show you guys that things are never perfect. And this is what happens. Okay. So anyways, she worked her business because she had no choice, right? She had no choice because she couldn't go work anywhere else because everything was closed for COVID. Okay. So she went out and just blew up. I mean, I think she became a star director within a year. But I thought about her story a lot and I thought, oh my goodness, if we go out and work our business like we had no other choice, can you imagine how far we get in this business? And I feel like that's how I've always worked my business too, is like I had no other choice because I needed it. I need to pay bills. Um, so anyways, something else that I do is every once a month on the first Tuesday of every month, Steffi Malborough is my sponsor, and we are both superstar directors, and we work our teams together. So we do what's called a block party training for our whole team. Totally free to do. Sometimes we come in and do training. Sometimes we get our leaders to do training. Sometimes we pull our friends in, other superstar directors, and they do training. But totally free to get that done. If you don't want to do training, pull in some other people to do training. Or you know what? The best way to start is just to do it. Just to do it, guys, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like Mel Robbins says, and we're going to talk about that in a second. We do Zoom Power Hour. So Steffi does every Monday morning at 11 a.m. She does a Zoom Power Hour where she will come on and she will tell everybody, okay, if you have work to do that you've been putting off, come in here for an hour and get it done. We'll sit, we'll chit chat. If you have any questions, we'll go over them. And that works really well, not only for people to get stuff done, but for people that need that connection with others. It's a really great thing to do. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Every month I send out on the 15th. I send out a hello to my frontline in email form, just letting them know anything that's going on that month, any kind of specials, reminding them about our team trainings. I also do, if they've sold 500 or more, I send an email just saying, hey, super simple, congratulations, you've put in 500. That means that if you are lead consultant or above, you get, paid at title on your bonus for wherever your level is. Anybody that has recruited from the 15th of the month forward from the last month, I say, hey, this is your email. Congratulations, you're doing amazing. And then I will also send an email out sometimes to like top 10 in TWV. If I wanted, there's different things, or maybe most active frontline, top 10 most active frontline on the team. I will sometimes just randomly send out, on the 15th, different things if I feel like they need more push towards something else than I did last month. So emails work great for me. Also, team page. So you guys probably all have a team page on Facebook, or you have a message that's going with all of your team. Recognize them. It's free to recognize people. Go on their personal wall and recognize them. I love recognizing my new people when they join, when they hit certain goals, because I will get on their Facebook and be like, so and so, thanks to all of you friends and family, just hit their shooting star and they're working towards certified, or, something like that. And people love recognition. They love to see their names. And if they don't like that, they will let you know. They will let you know if they don't prefer that type of thing. I haven't had anybody come to me yet saying, don't you recognize me for all of my hard work? So we're good. But like I said, they want to feel special and valued, and that is just a simple way that you can do that. Maybe if you see on Facebook that they're having a hard time with their life or something, I know that we're not psychologists and there's a very fine line there, but maybe reach out to them and just be like, hey, I'm thinking of you. I want to let you know. Or comment under their, under their post saying, I'm thinking of you. I just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. I hope you're doing okay. And check up on them. Treat them like you would your customers. Give them the same customer service that you're giving your customers. I know you're out there loving on your customers, so why aren't you loving on your team, right? Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is stop comparing. So you guys are going to see a lot of people, a lot of different leaders in Scentsy do things different ways. Some leaders might really get wrapped up in gift giving because they have the extra money to do that. I don't want you to feel like you have to do that, because guess what? I've tried all the ways and there's really no better right or wrong. It's just whatever's best for you. So please don't look at someone else and feel like you have to do all the things. And that kind of gets me to my next thing is, when you're in these trainings and you're watching everything, when you're done, you're going to feel overwhelmed. And a lot of us will get overwhelmed and not do anything. I don't want you guys to do that, because I want you guys to be here and be successful with Scentsy. So promise me that when you leave this training, you will implement just one new thing a week. And if something's working for you, don't stop doing it just because I might say it doesn't work for me, okay? You don't have to do everything all at once. But here's what you do have to do, and this is kind of my closing thing, and it's something I've been talking on a lot, but it's really important for me to talk about. So I've been watching a lot of Mel Robbins high five stuff, and I've really been thinking to myself, how can I bring this into my Scentsy business, into my Scentsy trainings? And Mel talks about, you guys can watch it, she talks about how we need to start high-fiving ourselves. And I thought, well, no, we need to start high-fiving ourselves and also our customers and our team. And that's what makes for a successful business, those three things. So let's talk about that a little bit. In the mornings when you wake up, go to the mirror and look in the mirror and say one thing you like about yourself. Instead of looking in that mirror and thinking, oh my gosh, okay, so if I were looking to look in the mirror a few weeks ago before I started doing this, I would have been like, oh my gosh, my one eye is a little droopy and it looks a little bigger and I've got wrinkles and, I've got this blemish and, like, ah, okay. No, that's not how I want you guys to wake up, because you're not going to do well with Scentsy if you're thinking about yourself like that, okay? So high five yourself. Wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm looking pretty good today and I'm feeling pretty good. I really like that little mole on my face. Looks pretty cute today. Give yourself a high five, man. You deserve it. So carry that into your day then. So are you giving your customers a high five on social media, on showing them you care by following up with them? Are you giving your teammates high fives? That's what this whole training is about, basically, is giving your teammates high fives. Are you high fiving them? It is free. It just takes time. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Are you high fiving everyone in your life, and are you starting with yourself? Because, guys, I have news for you. If you don't have the confidence and courage that you need, and hopefully I'll give you a little bit of that today, showing you don't need to be like some supermodel or have perfect hair or have a perfect face or have a perfect body to make this a success. But you need to have that courage to move forward. And if you have to fake it till you freaking make it, then go in there every morning and look in that mirror and fake it. Tell yourself you like yourself. I don't care if you don't, because you should. You're freaking awesome. You're awesome. I know you're awesome. You know how I know you're awesome? Because you're here. You want to do better. You want to be better. You have control of this. So I told you guys I was going to talk about anxiety, and this is what my last closing is. And I'm going to tell you a little story, so just hang with me just for a second. It's not long. I struggle from awful anxiety and awful panic. I talk about it a lot, not so you'll feel sorry for me, but so you'll relate to me, because I know those of you that are out there will understand what I'm about to tell you. A few years ago, my anxiety was awful. It was so bad, guys. I couldn't look people in the eye. I was looking at the ground when I was walking. I was stressed. I didn't know how to change. I didn't know how to get through it. I went to a retreat that another couple of superstar directors put on, and I left that retreat knowing that I was normal and I was okay and I was going to be okay. And I'm not going to go through the whole scenario with you, but just know that I left that place and I felt a sense of whole and courage that I hadn't felt in a really long time. Guys, my business was in a slump. And can I tell you, when I walked out of the door to that retreat, I started to hold my head high. I started to remind myself to hold my head high, to lift my chin, to look people in the eye, and to start talking to people again. Not looking at the ground. When I'm in large crowds, yes, you will see me do that sometimes. I still hang on to that as a security blanket, and I'm working on that. And it's hard. I know it's hard, guys. I've been there, and I'm going through it again, because guess what? As soon as I felt like I got my mojo back, COVID came. COVID came with all of its anxieties, all of its hard feelings, all the people having all the emotions and spreading them like wildfire on social media, and I shut down. For 2 years now, I feel like I've been walking with my head down, and now I'm rebuilding again. But I know I'm going to do it because I've done it before. And you, if you haven't done it before, know you can, because I have. I'm a hot mess. I'm not perfect. I mess up. And guess what? Here I am, top of Scentsy. So if I can do this, you can do it too. But you have to start, like I said, holding your head high and having the courage. Start doing the hard things that are placed in front of you for your business instead of putting them on the back burner. Are you happy with your paycheck? Because if you aren't happy with your Scentsy paycheck, you can do something about it, but you can't complain if you're not willing to put in the hard work, the dedication, the sweat and the tears sometimes. I've cried. I've wanted to quit. I've wanted to go look at other shiny objects, other businesses. You name it. I've been there in this business. I've dealt with death, illness, dealing with, health problems now. I've dealt with it all. I have had people on my team quit that I never thought would quit. I've been disappointed. And guess what? I'm still here plugging along. Why? Because when I start something, I finish it. I'm not going anywhere. And neither is Scentsy. Scentsy has been here for 17 years now? Not going anywhere, guys. We may have our little waves where we, like sales are like this. You're going to see that even in your own business. Even if Scentsy is up here, sometimes your own business can be here. It's a normal business wave. There's no business ever that goes like this. Okay? None. Scentsy, though, however, goes like this. Like a normal business. And that's what we want. You see these other direct sales businesses out there, the shiny objects? They might seem shiny, but when you start a business and you have to fear for them closing the doors, I don't want that. I want to stay where I know it's good. And I'm here, no matter what. And I hope you are too. I hope you guys learn some things. not only found some inspiration, but found some things that you can do for your team that's free to recognize and nurture them. And remember, guys, in this business, it's all about friendships and connection. And you're not going to connect with everyone, I understand. I don't expect you to do that. But at least try. Try to find common ground. Try to find that connection. Try to find what makes someone feel good. And when you do it again so they feel good. Because you never know what words you're going to say that will cause somebody to be like, you know what? I love this and I'm going to really ramp up my business. But again, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So please start here. Start with yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And then you will find enough courage in yourself to move forward and to do amazing things for your business. And then what's going to happen is that I'm going to be walking the stage with you and you're going to be earning all these awards and you're going to be like, whoa, this really worked. Thank you, Andy. Or, hey, like, I saw your one training and I realized that I didn't have to be any certain person and I left and I thought, you know what, I could do this with Andy Ken and now I'm going on a trip. I hope you just learned one thing today, guys. One thing to make you feel better about Scentsy and your business. Um, I love you guys so much. I see value in you. Please find me on Instagram and follow me. I will follow you back. And I also have a YouTube that I share all my secrets because why not? If I find something that works, I'm going to tell you guys because I want you guys to have successful businesses too. Love you guys so much. Have an awesome summer. I hope to see you guys, some of you guys on the incentive trip and the incentive trip next year. We're going to find out where that incentive trip is for 2023. Your butts better be there. Love you guys.